Also, welcome back, 3 o'clock. Tremendous of Commander Riker to join us on the show today. Roberto, old Blackbeard over there. My God. Straight up OD'd on the Just for Men. Holy hell.
Lasting for a while.
He looks like Dr. Richard Kimball. All right. So oh, my God.
Somebody's dyeing their hair and eating oranges.
He just Peter Pan right here off that pipe. Now, here's what we're going to do. We will get to the Pistons trade in a little bit. But we started the show with something, and it's got great traction. And it doesn't matter whether you're a fan of this team or not. The prevailing question is, how patient do you need to be with a legendary coach? Any sport, any time frame. And if he's a legend, it means he has done legendary things for you. The person in question is Tom Izzo. Because Michigan State basketball is now in its 4th straight year of being completely irrelevant and largely unwatchable. They're awful. There's no talent here. And Tom Izzo is the owner, CEO, GM, coach, agent, all of it. Nothing happens there that doesn't hit his desk. You don't get to have a cute name tag on your office unless it does. Well, when the big chief decides this is what he wants to get done, this is what gets done. If he doesn't want to go to the portal, they don't go to the portal. Well, last night they went and lost a garbage game at Minnesota. They're now perfectly 500 or game under 500 in the Big Ten. And since Cassius Winston left, they are a 500 program in this conference. And I'm done. Like, I don't have the patience for this.
Yeah, 6-6, but...
And the Big Ten's bad. Can we just say
No, Mike, they only may get 6 teams in the tournament. Now, here's what's going to happen is you're going to get people saying, well, but they're favored in every game for the rest of the Big Ten season, minus Purdue.
They were favored last night, too.
You know what, Mike?
Not being a Richard, sorry.
You know what, buddy? You earned this.
My bad. Thank you, buddy. I'm projecting. But we've done the parking meter. Where is your parking meter with Tom Izzo and Michigan State basketball? Mine's empty. I'm out. He could retire now. I'd be like, go enjoy the beach, man. But it's time for new blood. This thing is stale. Or he can double down and stick around, but I'm going to hold it to the same standard. If we're not a top 10 program, I'm not interested. You know what? Yeah, in many ways, he's a victim of his own success. Well, cry me a river. That's what the money's for. Mm-hmm. So I'm out. Like, I have no more patience left. Rico, you're saying he has this offseason to completely reshape this thing, and whatever next year's product is, you are going to ride with it. If it's this again, he's 70, it's time to go.
Yeah, it may be time to go, but ironically enough, it goes back to how you're saying about his assistant coaches, because I look at the players, because he has stepped up his game in the last couple of recruiting classes. It hasn't been like the A.J. Hogarth, that class. Ironically enough, you're bringing in Jace Howard, Jason Richardson's son, is coming in next year. Plus, but he still needs a big man. He does not have somebody who can give you 10 points, 10 rebounds. That's what's missing. I'm not asking for you to go out and get Hunter Dickinson 20 and 10.
Oh, see, I am.
Can you at least give me 10 and 10?
No, I'm asking you to do exactly what Bill Self does. I'm asking you to do exactly what Hubert Davis does. I'm asking you to do what Danny Hurley does. I'm asking you to operate a power program. And if you're not willing to or incapable of, please go to the beach and go enjoy your life. Because this is nonsense. No, so you can ask for 10 and 10.
Just somebody who could just rebound.
Nope.
Hang out down low. You could dump it in there. They have a post move. I mean, geez, when you start sitting there thinking of the glory days of Gavin Schilling, it's been a long time.
So 248-539-9797. And if you don't give a rip about college basketball, that's just fine because the topic is bigger than that. How much patience should a fan show a legend? To me, this is 4 straight years of completely unacceptable performance. Yeah. And Tom being stubborn and not going to the portal. We're good. We're done here.
Because then you start thinking like the D'Antonio. Yeah, he was at the top. He fell off in 16. You thought 17, he bounced back. He won 10 games. Okay, and crashing off the cliff, 18, 19.
Rico's parking meter's low. Mine's empty. David, I mean, again, you can use this with anybody you want. You don't have to care about Michigan State. But if you can set aside bias. Look, it is what it is. You can both say he's a Hall of Famer, factual, but you can also say the program is in a state of complete mediocrity, and a lot of people, Rico included, people I know, apathy is setting in.
Yeah, because somehow, Mike, the bar got lowered, and I don't think any State fan realized it. Where it used to be, everybody who played for 4 years, you went to the Final Four. And now it's everybody who comes to Michigan State where you're going to get to go to the tournament. That shouldn't be the bar. That shouldn't be the end game.
No.
But they have become almost addicted to the streak. Well, we got to keep this thing going. And trust me, in a few weeks, you're going to see on TV when they show the stuff, Tom Izzo, thanks to Kansas and all, their games being vacated, Izzo is the coach with the longest streak in the tournament. That's all you are. It's like the Wings at the end when we just got to make the playoffs. Are you going to win it? No, but we made it. Are you going to win the tournament? No, but we made it again. Year 27, go ahead and cross that off.
And that's exactly what I'm not interested in. So if that makes me a bad fan, tell me.
Yeah, I mean, like 2020 COVID, okay, yeah, it was a bad year. At that point, I was like, okay, just keep the streak going, bounce back.
And then choke the game away to UCLA.
But this is all you've been doing. And like last year, I shouldn't be that excited because you beat Marquette and made it to the the third round.
You know what's funny? Shaka Smart, I'm not to nerd out. Remember that first run at VCU? Mm-hmm. Made his name? Hasn't been out of the first weekend of the tournament since. 9 straight first weekend exits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know. Cool story, bro.
No.
248-539-9797.
That was a fact that I knew, but yeah.
I got you. David, what's your take on it? Parking meter.
It's with what Rico just said. When you can say every 4 years you've gone to the Final Four, but now you can't say that anymore. It's we made the tournament. You can't have a program that was that high now become that low. That can't happen under your watch. You have to adapt. And because you haven't adapted, the meters run low, meaning I'm now ready for you to leave now. It just is what it is.
Or you've become apathetic. Listen, no one is running Izzo out.
No.
That's not how this game works. This is about, as a fan, how much more time do you give before you're like, why, before you stop watching?
It just made no sense to me a few years back, and he's still there doing the same thing.
Yeah, you start saying to yourself, this isn't fun anymore.
No.
This is work. This is pain. This is anger. This is a whole lot of emotions, but it's not where it used to be, where you looked forward to, okay, State's about to beat this team down. Now it's, can we maybe win this game? And that's how it feels when you go in. And David, I lowered that bar. I don't have high expectation. I told you I'd reassess the team when Kohler came back, and he looked like a guy who just broke his foot. So you know what? It stayed low for me. And I've told people like, oh, well, this team. I was like, right now, this team is somewhere between a 7 seed and an 11 seed. Depending on how they finish the season out, you're going to end up losing to either a 1 or a 2 in the second round of the tournament. And that's it. Your season's going to be over.
Here's the other thing, too, from a quality quotient standpoint. Look, outside the top 200 in any category I damn near care about. Rebounding, defensive metrics, pace of play is 298th in America. But they shoot the three, do they? Because they're outside the top 200 and made threes.
But here's the thing. The pace of play works if you play great defense and you can get turnovers, and now it's just you. It's Virginia basketball. You suffocate. It's Baylor when they won.
Houston.
You suffocate people.
Houston.
Yeah. But you love your Houston.
No,
I'm going to get you a Houston jean jacket.
Kelvin Sampson edition denim dress
sign
shirt.
it.
Listen, reality is, if you want to watch Michigan State basketball of old, watch Houston.
Yeah.
Because this program has lost its complete spinal identity. There is no toughness.
And it's funny because I
no
guess
rebounding. They're soft as Charmin.
I guess Sampson kind of took what he learned in the Big Ten and took it to Houston, and they were not used to it. Right, but you're right. It is what MSU used to be. So, yeah, you could play a slow-down game if you're going to lock down your opponent and do nothing. Like, what, Virginia won 60-38 the other night? Like,
bombed Miami. It was horrible. Yeah, but again, I don't want to play that way. I really don't.
You know what? I'll take that way if it means you're winning the game by 22 points.
248-539-9797. We'll get your ticket text, and I'm getting your phone calls in, and then we're going to move on to other things today. elevate your driving experience. Oops, I am an idiot.
Tell them about it. No. You do this even? Go ahead, Mike.
No.
All right.